How's it going, everyone? Maryland here, and that's right, it's time for more of Maryland's Pokemon Violet adventure. Last time we descended into Area Zero, and we took down two of the locks that are blocking the Zero Lab in the very center. So, yeah, also I really like how Nimona and Penny here are just like, they're headbanging along. It's kind of funny, like, I think they're watching my head. Like, they're supposed to look at me, so, like, with this motion, it's just so silly. Either that or they're just, like, jamming out to this music. This is such a beautiful place. The music is so good down here. I just love it so much. So, yeah, we encountered another future Pokemon. Because the first we ran into was Iron Treads, and that was on the surface somehow. It was one of the Titan Pokemon. But down here we found another one. Iron Bundle that resembled a Delibird, which is really funny. I love Iron Bundle. It's just so silly. So yeah, I need to continue further down here, and this is just such a massive place. But I have a goal in mind. I think we can clear out all the locks today and get to the bottom of this, quite literally. But we're just gonna take in the sights, maybe check out a little bit of the surrounding area. So to get to the third lab, you're gonna need to take this long path down here. I guess I can go back up. Where does this take me? I didn't fall though. Alright, it's fine, it's fine. So let's go grab this item over here by the waterfall, which is Aerial Ace. What is that? Oh, it looked like there was something stuck in the wall. Apparently not. Aerial Ace is kind of a weird TM to put this far in the game. But sure, why not? Let's go ahead and zoom out a little bit. Okay, so the third research lab, I think we can find that over here. And even if we can't, like, this is kind of a big ring. Like, we just walk around and then we'll eventually get there. But I'm gonna take this way anyway. So yeah, this is kind of like the lower level, we'll call it. It's not the basement, but the lower level. Now, this is kind of a funny story. I'm going to spoil something. If you don't want spoilers for a secret location, skip to the timestamp listed. I should also have a chapter set up on YouTube, but there is a hidden area, and I have a funny story with it. Alright, so see these rocks right here? There is actually a cave hidden in here, and this is kind of referred to as like the secret cave or whatever. It's well hidden, like you have to look behind those rocks, and it's a very cool cave. And my funny story with this, whoa, what is that? That is not Hydreigon. Ooh, booster energy, nice. Iron Jugulus, what the heck is that? Yeah, that's another one of those future Pokemon. Iron Jugulus. So cool. Well, that's not my funny story. I'll get to that in a moment. I want to catch this thing, because I definitely need it for my Pokedex. Oh, this is bad. Nice, got me Iron Jugulus. There we go. So this is a Paradox Pokemon, similar to Iron Treads, similar to that Iron Bundle I just found. And yeah, now any of the future or ancient Pokemon, if you're playing Pokemon Scarlet, those are considered to be Paradox Pokemon. So if you hear the term Paradox, that's what it means. And they're only found in Area Zero, other than the Iron Treads or Great Tusk. Alright, let's take a look at this Iron Jugulus really fast. So, they rarely have a booster energy, which is kind of useful. It activates Quark Drive, which boosts stats. Like, that's why you saw this thing gain special attack when the combat started. Otherwise, it activates on electric terrain. Or, if you're playing on Scarlet, there's a similar ability, Photosynthesis, that works similarly. It's just if it's sun. But yeah, look at those stats. This thing is a dark flying type. Kind of weird. Not a dragon. Looks like a dragon. Looks like a Hydreigon, but, you know, it's not. But very cool. I just love the thematics behind, you know, these Paradox Pokemon. Especially the future ones. But anyway, I guess wow, look at them all here. What the heck? Yeah, you don't usually see a lot of the Paradox Pokemon until after you've done some stuff, I'll just say. And this area here is very well hidden. I ran across it by accident during this phase where, you know, you're running around with all your teammates and all that. Ran across it by accident. I'm like, wow, this place is cool. Clearly it must mean something, right? Like, there's gotta be something neat here. And then I came over here and I ran into a dead end. It's like, oh man, there's nothing more I can do here. That's a shame. I mean, you know, maybe if I could ride on a certain Pokemon, it wouldn't be a problem. But yeah, there's not really a lot you can do here right now. But my funniest story is I discovered this place and then I was trying to find it again after I could ride on my Miraidon, because I was doing that in Violet. And I wasn't gonna look it up. Like, I didn't want to look up where it was. I knew I saw it. I was like reviewing my footage or something, and like, I couldn't find it. I spent 3 hours running around Area 0 trying to find this place again. I couldn't find it. I thought it was like inward by the wall. I remember going into a cave, and then I just couldn't find it anymore, so it was so funny. Now, this is a very important place. There is a special Pokemon you can find here, but it's probably not going to pop up unless you eat a sandwich for it. But I'm not going to bother with that right now. This will be something I'll come back for later on, just because it's, you know, it's a secret area. And I will show that later on too. It's just if you're going through here now. You don't really need to go through here now. I just kind of wanted to share that story of how I wound up here. Okay, we're out of the hidden secret area place thing, just in case you decided to skip forward. But yeah, that's a cool place. I will show that no matter what in a future video when I need to get a Pokemon that only appears there. But, you know, just in case you're going through, you don't need to go here or go there right now. So you keep going past there and then you'll find the third research lab, which is very cool. All right, another research station. Nice, you get to chill for a minute. Something's gonna jump out at us again, 100% guaranteed. Ha! Oh, Penny is such a worrywart. Huh? It's so small, it's so tiny. See? See? Wait a sec. This is just like that Titan Pokemon we saw. So it was a future Pokemon all along. Whoa, you've battled one of these before, Arvin. It looks seriously strong. Yeah, well, Marilyn and I are old pros when it comes to Titans. Leave this to us. Yeah, little mini Iron Treads. Aw, and he's got his map and stuff. Isn't that great? Yeah, it's level 62. Shouldn't really be a threat since it's basically a 12-on-1. But just kind of nice thematics, I guess. Yeah, go Fire Fang! Oh man, that didn't really do that much, huh? And it's gone. Even more experience. Nice. See that? Victory's ours! Maybe the one we saw when we were searching out the Herba Mystica came from down here. You two got to meet one of these Pokemon before our crater get-together? Jealous! If we've got things from the literal future roaming around Paldea, that's a major problem. Isn't Professor Turo doing anything to keep them under control? How could he let this happen? Yeah, right. 'Cause it's not like oh-so-brilliant Professor Turo ever messes up. Come on, Marilyn, let's get into that research station. Don't mind if I do. Also, yeah, you do get healed up after each of these fights, so you don't even need to rest on the bed. to station number 3. How we doing after all that walking and battling and whatnot? Anyone need a rest? She's finally run out of energy. You feeling rough, Penny? Oh, no, it's not that. I've just been thinking ever since the professor mentioned that time machine. The Pokemon in here in Area Zero came to our time from the future, right? So what about Miraidon? Isn't it pretty likely that it's also one of those future Pokemon? You're right, or I don't know. You're right! Huh? I think you're onto something! It is giving off future vibes! Even its name sounds future-y! Yeah, Miraidon. Mirai means future. Wait a sec, I totally forgot! Hey Arvin! You had Miraidon's ball, and you told us about its forms in the first place. You must know something about it, right? You still remember that from way back? No wonder you're everybody's little star pupil. Guess I've got no choice then but to tell you what I know. That Pokemon, Miraidon that is, it was found by my dad when he was working on his time machine. I believe it would be best for me to take over the explanations at this point. Professor! Miraidon, which I entrusted to Maryland, was the first Pokemon that was successfully retrieved from the future by the time machine. Seriously? Through analysis of its genetic makeup, as well as its behavioral patterns, I came to realize that what I had discovered was in fact a futuristic form of Cyclizar, the Pokemon commonly ridden in this region. Well, that makes sense, I guess. They do look alike. Many other Pokemon also came to this place from across the boundaries of time, but I was never able to bring over more than 2 species of Miraidon. Huh? You mean there's another one around here somewhere? What if they're family? The other one could still be somewhere in Area Zero waiting to finally be reunited with our Miraidon. A heartwarming family reunion? Exactly! Imagine how thrilled they'll be if we can get the family back together after all this time. Family, huh? Yeah, that sounds nice. If we could proceed, Maryland, please disable the next lock using the central panel there. Yep, sure. Disabled. Alright, 1 left. Well done. Only 1 remains now. Please continue on to the final research station. But not before some more flavor text! Our time machine research has yielded a triumph, a Pokemon from the distant future. I've named it Miraidon. I was expecting 1 new life to treasure, but what fortune to be blessed with this gift as well. Yeah, very cool. Alright, more dialogue! These plot twists really tug at the heartstrings, don't they? Not that I'm complaining. So true, Penny. You have no idea. You can leave any wild Pokemon up to me. I'll have them beat in no time so we can march on. Not really. If that other Pokemon really is the only family it has left in the world, it must want to be together again, right? Maybe. Alright, let's continue. Alright, the final one is down there in that big hole. So Miraidon's a future Pokemon. No wonder no one's seen it before. Maryland, you gotta let me battle Miraidon right now. It still won't come out of its Pokeball. Oh, right. That was the first I'd heard of it coming from the future myself. It was just some weird Pokemon my dad brought home all of a sudden one day. We all lived together at the Lighthouse Lab for a little while. My dad made me promise to keep it a secret, and I had to take care of it for him. So that's why he knew so much about it. Yeah, but then one day Miraidon just went nuts against some wild Pokemon. A few of the folks living nearby ended up seeing it, so the secret was out. Once that happened, my dad took it and went back to Area Zero. Guess that makes sense if it's a Pokemon from a different age. Yeah, if people found out, it'd be all over the news. I didn't see my dad or Miraidon again after that, for ages. Looking back on it now, it seems stupid, but I felt like I'd lost my dad because of Miraidon. It was the worst feeling ever. I just hated Miraidon, everything about it. Didn't even want to talk about it. I'm sorry for not telling you what I knew sooner, Maryland. You should be sorry. Shoot, that's like the coolest thing ever, and you didn't tell any of us. Yep, sure would have been great to know all that relevant info before we got here. Dang, you guys, harsh. Ah, they're talking so fast! My goodness, but there's so much to unpack there. That right there is the reason there was so much tension. Like, so much hostility. Jealousy, even, with Arvin and Miraidon. Or if you're playing Scarlet, it's basically the same thing. So much hostility that Arvin had. Like, why he did not like that thing. You could really tell. And that's why. Like, it cost him his dad, you know? Like, his dad was no longer there for him after Miraidon. That was like his obsession. So yeah, here's another of the Iron Jugulus. In case you skip forward, I did find one of those in that place. But there is a not really that secret cave right here. Just kind of a chill cave, I guess. And it's neat. Like, there's nothing really exciting in here, I don't think. I'll grab this item, though. Protein. Yeah, I could always use some extra protein. Oh, yeah. So I guess another thing to unpack really fast. Like, Miraidon, Koraidon, you know, the Pokemon that are on the box of the game. The Pokemon that, you know, seem like they'll be really good. Nope, they're not legendary Pokemon. They are not legendary Pokemon. They're just Paradox Pokemon, just like Iron Treads, just like that Iron Jugulus, the Iron Bundle. I mean, they're strong. They're basically the equivalent. Don't get me wrong. But as far as, like, what they are, they're just Cyclizar from the future. Well, Miraidon Cyclizar from the future. Koraidon is Cyclizar from the past, which is kind of neat. So there is a lot more on this lower level here, but I'm just going to go right into this cave because there's still so much more to go in this area, and, you know, I'll be able to explore a lot better later. So you can find some very high-level Dunsparce in here. You can find Wild Glimora, which is also kind of nice. I don't want to get, like, all the Pokemon over here because I could be here for a while. I'll definitely come back for some of them. Oh, yeah, there we go. I gotta get the Iron Bundle, though. Or at least try. There we go. Yeah, these things are definitely a pain to catch. Like, expect to spend a lot of different types of Pokeballs catching them. Timer balls are a good idea, because chances are the fight will go on for a long time. Alright, I went back to heal, and yeah, I should probably take a look at this Iron Bundle, right? This thing is very strong. Like, look at that special attack, look at that speed. This thing is so fast. It's a really good Pokemon. Like, you know, definitely for sure. Like, that's the thing about these Paradox Pokemon. They are wild. Like, they are something else. They got some weird types and cool moves, great stats, like pseudo-legendary stats. And yeah, they're neat. Like, that's what I love about them. This is also a really pretty area. I love this cave. Not quite as much as the exterior, or the surface area, but still really cool. Oh my gosh! Look at all these huge, gorgeous crystals! They go all the way to the bottom! One slip and we can kiss our short lives goodbye. Oh, good call. Watch your step. So the professor's down there somewhere, waiting for us. And that's fine. Totally fine. Alright, team. Watch yourselves and let's get to the bottom of this thing. This place looks unreal. Maybe there really is treasure down here like the stories say. Yeah, this place is like something from a whole other world. Makes you feel like maybe you already died and went somewhere. Is it just me, or do the crystals here give off the same glow as when Pokemon terrestrialize? There's gotta be some sort of connection. Only one way to find out. Come on, everybody, let's keep moving. We've got to go all the way down. So that is actually an interesting point. You know what? Let me test something out here just to kind of showcase something along that line. So I'm gonna go ahead and terrestrialize here and just completely eviscerate this Doug trio. Yeah! Ta-da! Absolutely destroyed. Okay, so why did I do that? Well, there's a good reason. And that's because I want to show you can terrestrialize unlimited times down here in Area 0. It's due to these crystals. It's kind of a neat touch. Something I didn't even realize while going through. I didn't realize that for a long time. I thought my game was like glitching or something. It's like, wait a second. What's going on? My terrestrialization. Like, I can terrestrialize again. That's kind of strange. What is that in the wall? Oh, it's a wall dug trio. Okay. I'll leave you be. So Miraidon came to our age through the time machine. Then it lived here a while with the professor along another one of its kind? That seems to be the story. So we brought it back home, kind of, or to its second home at least. I guess this place should be familiar to it, sure. Well, that's great. A chance to unwind and bask in the familiarity. Doesn't exactly jive with how it's been scared. It doesn't seem eager to come out of its ball anytime soon either. Really? I thought it was just scared because we were so high up. Huh? Who said it was scared of heights? Scared of heights? That's what I'd say. Given how Miraidon was acting earlier, I think something bad happened to it here. Sometimes you get all shaky just seeing a place you got bad memories of. It was the same for me when I was being ignored by everyone in class. Just thinking about school made me want to hide away somewhere so I know how it feels. Aw, Penny. So maybe it got hurt down here in Area Zero, just like Mabastiff. We can't know for sure, but it doesn't change into its battle form anymore, right? So I think it's possible. But that's so sad. We gotta do something to make it feel better. And no, I'm not just saying that because I super badly want to battle Miraidon myself. Seriously? Well, at least you said it, not one of us. Nimona, you're kind of unbelievable in a mostly good way. See, I love the dialogue between them. It's just so hard to read and, like, walk and do stuff at the same time. It goes so fast. I tried my best. I tried my best. Alright, there's a bunch of Garganackle here. Like, no problem to pick one up. I just don't really feel like it right now. Like, not an issue at all. What is in the wall? Yeah, see, there's even Garganackle in the wall. See, they're everywhere. Yeah, great place to train if you need, like, experience for some reason. So, let's just keep moving on down here and take a look at that. There's the final lab. Well, the final research station. I guess this is what we need before we can get to the lab. Just a little bit further. We're almost here. I wonder what's gonna be waiting for me here, right? Ooh, this doesn't look in too good shape. So nothing's jumping out? That's strange, right? What's up with that? Oh dear. This looks kind of bad. Whoa, what happened? This place is a mess. It looks like something went berserk in here. Yeah, but what? Hello, children. God, Professor, you scared us. I'm sorry. Why is everything in here all busted up? I'm sorry. Hello, children. Come again? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Hello, children. Hello. What the heck? Is your dad okay? Stop that! You're creeping us out! Hello, children. Initiating restart. Professor must be having some weird connection problems or something, huh? He needs to get his coffee. Well, it was definitely weird, at least. Almost like, I don't know. If he meant it as a joke, it wasn't funny. I've still got goosebumps and all. Well, I gotta press this button one way or the other. You know what you need to do? Better press it. All locks disabled. Hello. Can you hear me now? Please forgive my previous transmission. There seems to be some signal interference. That's not what that was. What do you mean, Arvin? The locks have all been disabled at last. Please make your way now to the Zero Lab, which lies at the very bottom of Area Zero. Something is very weird. Yeah, okay. I need more people, more time. That woman walked out not long after the boy was born. I need another set of hands. But could they be trusted? And how long would it take them to even understand, if only there were two of me? My new assistant has intellect and technical skills to rival my own. A bit rigid at times, but I've got no serious complaints. Productivity is doubled. We even brought in a second Miraidon via the machine, though this one has proved aggressive. Curious. Looking at the damage, I have a feeling maybe some ferocious Pokémon battled here. Have you disabled the lock yet? I'm all for leaving this place as soon as we can. That was almost like, no, it can't be. Yeah, that is creepy stuff, right? Alright, let's keep moving. There was definitely something off about the professor just now, right? Maybe it was a little dramatic flair to get us all jazzed for adventuring. What, that got you jazzed? Yeah, maybe even big time jazzed. You need to go see a doctor, that's just not right. Say, I'm pretty sure that call was really... never mind, it's nothing. What's wrong, Arvin? You seem kind of down. No matter how things turn out, I'm counting on you to see this through, Maryland. Yeah, that was definitely a weird call. Like, what the heck? Yeah, so I guess I should mention what I was thinking, like, through all of this, like that headcanon. It's headcanon time, oh boy. And, you know, I think everyone that, I think with the future, it's a lot different than with Scarlet. Like, if you're playing Scarlet, you know that the Pokemon are from the past, you know, they're like their primal forms. It is neat. But my headcanon for the future Pokemon, I think it's beyond humans. I think that something happened to humanity as a whole. Now, this is just like speculation. This isn't, you know, based on anything confirmed. But it's just like Pokemon evolved due to our needs, our wants, our desires. And then we became too strong. Or we didn't become too strong, we pushed them too far. And they survived where we couldn't. And only a few different species survived. All that you hear about in the Pokedex, that's just based on what we've observed, like what little we've observed of them here. So, I mean, you know, there might be things from the Pokedex, and it might contradict my theory or my headcanon, and that's fine. Like, I'm not trying to say, oh, this is what it is. I just love that thought of these Pokemon were from a future that was so harsh that no one else survived. They're just there. We don't know what that future looks like. At least at the time of this video. Like, the second half of the DLC hasn't been released as of this recording. Like, pretty soon, but I'm hoping to get some answers here. But I just love that foreshadowing. They leave so much, and they leave plenty unanswered, too. So, I really appreciate that. I'll just come back for the Dunsparce later. Like, you can find it all over here. It's not actually a pain. However, you cannot find the extra long segment, the 3-segment to Dunsparce. Only the 2. But yeah, it's just so creepy. Like, this whole place is creepy. Just everything about this environment is creepy. Just the setting, just everything. The music, all the encounters, the Pokemon, or whatever you want to call them. That's why, like, you know, with the ancient Pokemon, they definitely seem like Pokemon. They're, you know, in a much less evolved sense. I mean, I think Pokemon, they evolved, ooh, Shadow Ball. They evolved to kind of be more contained, be more, like, adaptable with humans, or work with humans, or something like that. You know, their stronger tendencies from the past had kind of gone to the wayside. And that's what you see in the ancient Pokemon. But in the futuristic Pokemon, you know, we haven't been to the future. We don't know what that's like. Like, it's just such a wild thought to think about. What is there? So, yeah, this is gonna be a little fun. So I'm going to lead with big service here. There it is. Have we finally reached the deepest part? We made it! Ready to see if those legends of treasure down here are for real? Heh, yeah, right. That's just fluff they write to fill the textbooks. I'm getting a call? Hello, children. You've done well to make it here. The structure you see before you is the Zero Lab. That's where you are, right, Professor? But wait, why does it look like the whole place is being swallowed up by crystals? The crystals here in Area Zero possess a peculiar energy. This energy can alter the functions of living things and optimize the performance of machinery. It is the same energy that allows Pokemon to terrestrialize. So this building's been terrestrialized? Is that what you're saying? Don't be silly, Arvin. It's like a Duraludon. The professor implied something important about Terra Orbs just now. They're made from the crystals down here in Area Zero, aren't they? Indeed, though not many know it. Since you have disabled all 4 locks, the gate to the Zero Lab should now open for you. But once you open the gate, you will quickly be confronted with the dangerous Pokémon inside. They will likely make a break for freedom. That sounds like a problem. With the 4 of you working together, you should be able to best them. Prepare yourselves well, then open the gate. You've got me and Maryland here. Doesn't matter what we're up against, we'll be fine.
Ha! Well then, that puts all my worries to rest.
Alright, let's do this. Let's just press this button here. Open the gate to the Zero Lab. Opens a gate! You decided to press the button and open?
Hold it!
Arven, this is my moment. I want to press the button. Huh? Why? We're finally on the cusp of getting into the lab.
Look, if it's true that a bunch of really dangerous Pokemon might come at us, then shouldn't we also have Miraidon help?
Yeah, if Miraidon were like how we first saw it in the Inlet Grotto, that'd be a huge help. I want to see it battle. But it hasn't even wanted to let us ride it ever since we came down to Area 0. And it can't under its battle form in the first place.
But it's really strong. I know it is. It ate all those Herba Mystica we found too. When it really matters, I'm sure it'll fight. And Area 0 is where it used to live. If you bring it out of its ball now, maybe it'll be able to find its family too, right?
That's pretty sensible by your standards, Arven. I don't know. Go on, Maryland, let Miraidon out. No. Come on, it'll be fine. Even if Miraidon can't fight, I'll protect it, okay?
Alright, come on, Maryland. Now that we've got Miraidon ready, it's time to open that gate.
What? Another Miraidon?
The family reunion!
Or that's her. The family reunion, it's happening.
Whoa, no way!
Oh. No, something's not right. Aw. My poor sandwich lizard's scared. Huh? What's wrong? Are you bummed out? Or are you bummed that your heartwarming family reunion got cut off so quickly? Are you joking? There was nothing heartwarming about it. We were this close to getting caught up in a nasty brawl. Wait, for real? Just look at Miraidon. Poor thing's terrified. Guess that other one isn't exactly its pal.
Yeah, that other Pokemon was giving off some real bad vibes. Not that you should worry a thing about any of that. Once we get you back into your battle form, I'm sure you'll be going toe-to-toe against that jerk if you want to. Sorry. Guess that doesn't really help, huh?
Do you think that other Miraidon was one of the dangerous Pokemon the professor warned us to watch out for? But didn't the professor say the dangerous Pokemon would come out from inside?
You mean from the gate inside we just... Uh-oh! What the...
Yeah, I gotta say, I love that scene with Miraidon and the other Miraidon and Penny, because she's been bullied, she's been intimidated, she could sense that something was up, and like, I just love how she stood up for Miraidon like that, like she knew. We're surrounded!
And it's pretty obvious they're not here to roll out a friendly welcome mat.
There's no way we can handle this many! And don't tell me, they're all future Pokemon!
We've got a little disaster on our hands here. Look, even that fellow's ready to bail.
Then I guess it's my turn. I've been waiting. Come on, Maryland, let's do this together. Yeah, let's do it. All right, so big service. Get to fight another one of these Iron Treads. Yeah, get ready for a bunch of back-to-back fights. Shouldn't be too tough though, because you've got a lot of help. Okay, so yeah, let's take this thing out. Yeah, I love this scene. I just love how it like all transpires. Like that other Miraidon is just so menacing. Like goodness. And then your poor little Miraidon or Koraidon, like it's pretty much the same thing if you're playing Scarlet, just with Koraidon instead. But I just love it. Like it just looks so scared and intimidated. Wow, they're strong. Now this is a worthwhile challenge. I'm glad you're on our side, but you're still really annoying when you say stuff like that. Oh no, who are these? Gah! Why are they coming at me? Maryland, help me out here. It's Hariyama! Those are some big hands. Yeah, this is not Hariyama. This is a Pokemon called Iron Hands, and I don't have any information on it right now, which is fine. Like, if you played any online in, like, raids, you've probably seen this thing. It's a very good Pokemon. But it's cool when you don't know what type it is, when you don't know what it is. It's just like this big thing. Like, what is this? That's what I love about the Paradox Pokemon. When you come in here for the first time, if you haven't looked anything up, like, just what is this? What is that? Like, that mystery. It's so cool. So I guess I'll mention that thing is an electric fighting type Pokemon. Very strong, very good Pokemon. God, the future must be terrifying. Yeah, that's what I want to see. Oh no, they're running away. Yeah, and? If those Pokemon get out, we're gonna have a gigantic mess in our hands. We gotta go after them, Penny. Why me? Wait! Ha! Ha! God, hold on, Nimona. And why do I get the feeling you're enjoying all this?
I hope the two of them can handle their part. But at least the crowd's been thinned out now. Guess it's up to us to deal with what's left. Let's go for this strong-looking one first.
Yeah, time to fight against Iron Jugulus. I've already found this thing before, but you might not have encountered it. So it's a dark flying type, so I think Rock Slide will do pretty well against it. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I want to see.
See? The power of friendship had us perfectly in sync. All thanks to our Titan hunting together.
Haha, yeah, I used the Titan.
Still scared, huh? You worried you might have to face that other one of your kind? Well then, let me take on some of the burden. These stragglers should be nothing. Me and Mabistuff here can take them. So, Maryland, you take your partner there and go take care of business. But, what about you? Aw, come on. If you're not going to rely on your friends, then who are you going to rely on? Mabistuff here is raring to go. Leave this to us.
Yeah!
Miraidon! You really ruined my whole childhood, you know. But it's not like seeing you cowering and scared out of your wits makes me feel any better about it. You've got amazing powers if you just use them. And you've got us too. So don't you even think about losing to that jerk. Be brave. Stand up and fight.
You tell him, Marvin. That's the spirit. Yeah, so it is time to head inside of the Zero Lab. Okay, technically it's not time because it's actually time to say it's time to end for now with one heck of a cliffhanger. But we've got quite the adventure up ahead. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you on the next episode of Maryland's Pokemon Violet Adventure. See you next time, everyone.